Hello everyone, it's Gillian here from Rustic Journals. I hope you're all doing well today. So I'm back with the Patchwork Journal, which is the one that is for Caroline's Musings digital kit. And I am going to, first of all, sew in one of the signatures, and then I'll stop the camera and sew in the second one. I just wanted to do one in case people, in case there was anybody that didn't know how to sew in a signature. So I thought I would do the first one to let people see that. And this is the cover, which I did off camera because it was you know, it took a while me fiddling about with fabric and whatnot. So I just thought that would be easier to do off camera. But basically I've just cut up bits of fabric and glued them onto an envelope that was like this size. And then on the inside I covered wallpaper over a different envelope the same size, and then glued the two together and stitched around the edges there. And then I've put some crocheted lace along the squares and rectangles. So yeah, I thought a patchwork type cover would be perfect for this journal. Oh yeah, and some lace along the bottom here as well. And then I can't remember if I showed you this or not, but I've glued in the pocket. Yeah, I think I showed it on my on the gardening journal. I showed it to people on there. Yeah, so anyway, I will go ahead and stitch in this one. So I've used my waxed thread to do this, and I've poked the holes in already, so it's just a case of stitching it in. So I'm using the 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I've got obviously the 3 holes here, and then I've got holes in here, although I've got 2 sets because there's 2 signatures. So what I will do first is go through the middle hole first. And hopefully this will all go to plan. I just find this a fiddly job. It's the one bit about making journals that I really don't like, sewing in signatures. So I've gone through all the, sorry, the signature there, and now I'm going to go through the middle hole in the cover there and pull that through. Some people like to stick a clip or something on the end here so you don't pull it right through. So I'm coming onto the cover now, and I'm going up to the top hole here. I'm going through like that, pull that through, and then we're going through the top hole on the signature. Make sure I am sewing it in the right way, am I? Yeah. I have quite a few times sewn in signatures upside down, and it's so frustrating. Right, there we go, pull that through there. So far so good. And then we're going to go all the way down to the bottom hole here, pop that through. Oh, what's that sticking? Oh, it's not sticking. Okay. Thought it was sticking on something there. And then in through the bottom hole on the cover, and through it comes again. Where are we? Here we are. And then we're going back again through the middle hole, being very careful not to go into this thread that's already there. Right, let me see what I'm doing here. There we go. And then take that through the cover. Oh heck, I've pulled it out of my needle. That's not good. Right, what are we doing? Hang on 2 seconds. Right, I had to stop the video there because I got in a bit of a tangle. So yeah, so we've come back through the middle hole here, and then we're going to go through the signature. Now hopefully this is going to go through okay and not get caught up in the thread that's already in the middle hole. I think we might be okay. Are we? Yes. Right, come on through. That's it. So you want one bit of string at this side and the other at this side of the long bit there. And then you're going to pull it so that it's like tight, but not too tight that the paper tears. And then you're going to check if these are loose, and that one is a bit loose, so we need to tighten that up a little bit. Now let me just check that again. Yeah, that's much better there, yeah. Right, so then we're going to just tie a knot. So right over left and then left over right. And then a third one for good luck. Now you can leave the strings long so that they come out the bottom of the journal and add like beads or whatever. I'm not going to do that with this journal, which is a good job because I haven't really made the strings long enough anyway. And then just snip them if you're not doing dangles, that is. And then we take off our clips. Oops. All these bits are coming out. And then I'm just going to go and have a look through all the pages and make sure that the thread has gone through them all and that the paper hasn't torn on the signatures. And I think, hopefully, it should be okay. Oh, that's going to be a tip in. Yeah. And if you do happen to see like any little tear at the hole parts, you can just fix that by putting on a little bit of washi tape or cutting out a small square of fabric and gluing it over the bits, and that will just secure it for you. I'm hoping that this is going to be okay though. So far it looks fine. Yeah, so that's all good. So I'm going to stop the camera and get the second signature sewn in, and then I will come back again and we can do some decorating the pockets that I've glued in. And then I think apart from that, it's pretty much ready just to fill up the pockets and the journal should be finished. Okay, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, that's me back, and I now have both of the signatures sewn in. So pull out these bits now. Yeah, so I'm just going to do some little bits of ephemera and some things to go inside pockets, and that should be that. One thing though, I've got two options for putting down the spine here, and I can't decide which one is better. So I'm hoping that some of you can give me some advice as to what you think looks best. So I would be super grateful if you could say in the comment section which one you like best. So that's the first option. And that's what it kind of looks like on the front and back. But then I've also got this, it would have been I don't know what it would have been, something you put on your table, but I've kind of snipped out a lot of the, like these bits, and this is what I have left. But I thought this looks quite nice as well. And it's big enough just to go over the, you know, the stitching from the signatures. It doesn't go all the way up and down, but it kind of comes over the front and back like that. I like them both, so if you guys could help me out and tell me what you like best, I would be really grateful. So I'll just go through the pages because I've kind of tucked things in where I need to do stuff. I've glued on this little angel cherub type thing here. I thought that looked nice on there. This was part of the vintage scraps that I managed to get in a charity shop, or a thrift shop, as it's known as in America. And I've popped this envelope that we did into this pocket, and I've put on one of the kit labels and one of my own butterflies just to decorate the pocket there. This I've added on as well, just a leaf. That was part of, what was it? I think it was a lacy type top that I chopped up. And the bird from the kit I've glued over the top, and it just holds this card, which is one of Caroline's, but from a different digital set than the Patchwork one. Right, this was the first things that I thought I would do. Now, I don't know if you can see, I'll lift it up a bit. Along the bottom, there's white lines here. I don't know what my printer was doing that day, but it didn't print right down. I did have it set to not have borders, but it just seemed to leave these bits on. So I thought I'll get some of these words, faith words. Well, some of them could be, I mean, they wouldn't have to be faith words, some of them, but they are all part of a faith digital set. And I'm going to just glue them along the bottom here. So I'll quickly cut them out and do that. It's actually been a whole day's gone past since I did the first bit of this video where I was stitching in the signature. So I can't remember what all I've told you guys in that first bit. I think this should be enough words to cover up the bottom bit. If not, I can just add some more on off camera. Now, get rid of these wee white bits. There we are. Now, pop scissors up there. Glue book and some, where's my glue stick actually? Here it is. Now, I'm not going to ink round the words for this. Right, we'll start here. This one next. So I think this should be the last video before I do the flip through one. Oops. Gosh, this is stringy today, this glue. Right, on you go. A bit too far down. That's better. Okay, so Doesn't come right up to the edge. I'll need to find something else to pop on there. I thought it was going to fit on the forwards, but it doesn't seem to be, but that's okay. We can find something else to pop on there. Sorry if my arm is in the way there. Right, I'll need to see which words are going to be best if I'm only getting 3. Oops. Well, tell it to Jesus. That definitely has to be one since this is a faith-based journal. No. I think once they're all dried, I might just ink along the bottom bit there. Now, there we go. Right, these 2 words can go up there and I'll pop them back into my stash. Now, see if I've got, no, I don't have any more of that. Oh yeah, I do, here. Just to stop the pages sticking together. Right, pop that in like that. In case any of that glue is still sticky. Right, come on. Oh yeah, I need to find something to put into this tuck spot. That's one of Caroline's kits as well. It's just got different doilies on that set. It's a lovely set. Now this here, I'm going to have that as a tip in. So I'm going to use this washi tape that I have because the colours are the best match that I have for this in my kit. So what I'll do is I'll turn this sideways and then I can put that like that, and I'll put on the washi tape to this. And when I'm using washi tape, I do like to just run it down the glue stick because it's you know, they're not meant to be permanent. You know, their stickiness isn't meant to be permanent on washi tape, so I don't want it falling off. Actually, I'll have to turn it around this side, won't I? Oh. Now, I kind of want it only on half on here. So that, and then down a bit. Right, there we go. And then turn it over. Just use these ones. And then around here. There we go. Right. Get that on the journal before the glue dries in. Now, let's see how this is going to be best done. It's a bit fiddly. Right, so if we go about there, line that up with that. And then fold that over. the way. Oh, hang on. It's not quite. Right, let's see. I usually prefer to do all this kind of thing before I stitch the signatures in, because the paper is a lot easier to work with for moving about and whatnot. Right, there we go. That's better. And then we'll get some more washi tape down here. Where did I put it? Here's it. Come on. I don't think there's actually very much left of this washi tape. Right, more glue. Now, there we go. Pop that out the way. Now, let's see. I wonder if there's something I can put underneath it so I can press it down a bit easier. There, that's better now. Yeah, good. And then I'll snip that bits off. Once this is, oh no, I'll have to do it just now actually, because otherwise it's going to stick to the other pages. So I will do it just now. There we go. And then there. That's that side done. And here. Now, that should be it. A little bit upside down though. Right, that's it then. I like that, that's really nice. Now what's that that's sticking there? That's it. Yeah, I like that. Good. Right, now this these two little tags, they were part of the kit as well. So what I've done with them is, hang on, let me get this glue off my finger. There we go. I've put a brad through here, a little leaf brad, stuck a bird in Amazing Grace on here, and then the word Grace on there. And one of the buttons, I cut it out smaller to cover the back of the brad there. And I've just made like a miniature flippy pad thing there. So I'm going to put that into a tuck that I'm going to make here with the bird. This was the last bit of ephemera I had to use, and I couldn't think what to do, and then I thought, right, we'll make it into another tuck, and it matches with the blue on here, which matches with the blue and orange over here. So yeah, that was the thinking behind that. Now I'm just going to ink around this bird. With my homemade dauber with the cork and the pad things. It was too much of a pest changing over the pads onto the onto this every time I needed to change colours, so I decided to get a pack of corks from Amazon and just glue all the spare pads onto corks. So I had one for each colour of ink. Now, that helps it to stand out a little bit more. I don't know if we should put it on to this side though. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it onto this side rather than this side. Now, I'll use my art glitter glue for this, and I'll need to decide where exactly I'm going to glue. So that'll be the tail. And maybe up a bit. So here and the tail. Okay. And then just kind of this bit here. Now hopefully that will be okay. Now I'll leave this here until it's dry before I put it in. And I've decorated this pocket here, and I used some of my own birds and butterfly and flower to decorate this journal tag, which was part of the kit, and then one of Caroline's words here. So that is it. Let's come up a bit. I think I need to add some more glue in under here. There we go. Right, and then we've got the middle page. Now I will put this glue away because I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for this next piece I'm away to do. So here I'm just going to make a little tuck type thing. So I've got some leftover lace from the belly band, and I'm just going to add on this ticket and then have the little bird sitting on top here like this, and I'm going to glue it over here so it matches nicely to this colours on this digital here, and just make a little tuck. Right, I'm going to need some of this stuff because this is going to end up leaking through. Now, goodness me, what a mess the top of that nozzle's in. Right. Just takes a minute to run down the bottle. There we go. Okay. I'm going to leave the frayed bits at the bottom because I really like the look of that, but I'm going to snip this long one here off. There we go. And then, where did the little bird go? Here it is. This is part of Caroline's kit as well. Now, how much of him needs glue? Okay. Actually, did his tail? Yeah, his tail as well. Okay. And then down here, and some of his tummy. All right. Let's see. Don't want to cover the word worship up. there's none leaking through there, is there? No. Okay, good. Right, so what we can do is, so it's going to be this side and this side that's going to need the glue. Back to the Fabri-Tac for the lace, crocheted lace. It's going to get stuck in all those loose threads. And there we go. And having the glue there will stop the frame from going up any further as well, so that's good. There we are. Actually, I'm going to just take that one off as well. Yeah, that's it. I like that now. Okay. Just put the thing back onto my glue. Come on, in you go. Oh. Right. And I will tear a bit of this off and pop that into there just to make sure it doesn't stick down. Okay, now I've glued on another one of these little cherubs here, a smaller one, and I've added some crocheted lace to this pocket here, and I'll need to find something to put in that pocket as well. And then these label type things, I've actually just glued one on there and one on there and made it a page tab. And this was a blank one, so I've cut out one of Caroline's words and popped it in there like that. And we did this already on camera, but I have popped this journal card inside it, and I've added on a butterfly and the bow that came with the kit. So that one just sits in there like that. Now over here, this is all part of the patchwork kit as well. So I've just glued them down and popped the ribbon over and made a little cute bouquet there. Now, we did this one on one of the videos on this series as well. So I'm just going to take some of this crocheted lace that I have, and I'm going to pop that on there and just make it into a pocket. And then this is one of the ones that had the white line at the bottom, so this is going to cover that up nicely as well. Yeah, all right, let's see. So we're going to go up as far as here with the glue. Actually, no, I need to come down a bit though, so it covers that white line. There we go. Now, tassel bits have tucked underneath. There we go, that's better. Right, there we are. Glue that down there. And I'll keep that out until it's dried as well. And I think with this one, I'm going to put this on the outside. Actually, right, turn that over and then put that bit there. Yeah, good. Now, here I have glued on one of the birds in the kit and the word Amazing Grace, just to add a little extra onto that page there. And then this was the envelope that we made up, and inside, what did I put inside again? Oh yeah, the journal card. The other envelope, I just popped in some things out of my own stash, I think. And then I've added one of the circle things here as a little closure there, because what I'm going to do with this envelope is I'm going to actually glue that onto here, and I'll just glue it down the 3 sides, so it's also going to be a pocket as well as an envelope. And then this scripture card, which I think it was on Caroline's Kofi page, if I remember rightly, which I will link below with her Etsy shop. And then that just is going to tuck in there like that. Now I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for this because, you know, it's sturdy, so just to make sure it sticks properly. I really didn't want to cover up that mushroom, but because it is cute. Now, glue that. Where shall I glue it? Down here a little bit, I think. And then the yellow or mustard colour on the envelope ties in nicely with this bird over here as well. Okay. Right, have I got any more of that paper stuff? Right, I'm just going to go and grab some. I'll be 2 seconds. And then I can just do that. Now, just give it a little add down there, like that. Yeah, that's right. So I think it was maybe meant to be a small journal card, but I have just stuck it in as a, I forgot to put that back in. I've just stuck it in down here as a small pocket and popped in some mini flowers that I had in my stash to tie it in with the colours on here. And then this I'm just going to pop in as a bit of ephemera. This came out of a book that I had that I got from the charity shop. It does have some scripture on the back there as well. And it's Paul's first missionary journey. And then there's another one of these further on in the journal. And I think it's got his second and third one. Right. Let's see. Is that gonna... Yeah, that's fine. And then that should hopefully fit in here. It's really thin paper, so I don't want to force it in. There we go. And then this was the book that we made as well. So I'm just going to sit that in the middle, in the gap between the 2 signatures. And then I have this tuck here, and I've popped in this here, which was, I think it is in one of Caroline's kits, but I got this like a long time ago, so I really can't remember which one it was in. I'm not even 100% sure that it was one of Caroline's, but I think it was. And then we have another pocket that I've stuck in here with another of Caroline's scripture cards that I think is on her Kofi. Right, okay. So here's another pocket again. I've popped on some trim here and the word worship. And I've got this tag here and some bits and pieces that I'm going to stick onto that, which will then go into this pocket. So if I can just move this out of the way and get that done. So this was just from a hymn sheet. I think it was actually an antique hymn sheet, even older than vintage. Right, I'll just glue that down with the glue stick if I can find it. Yeah, here we are. Now, I'm going to put that, oops, right up to the edge. And the ribbon that I snipped off from the bit up here, I cut it out in the shape of an arrow and glued a bit of it down there. Okay. I'll just put that there just now. And then this lace, I'm thinking is going to look nice here, and then I'll cut it once it's dry. I think I need to be ordering some more Fabri-Tac. We're getting low. Oops, that was a bit of a big blob there. Okay. Now, get that off my finger before it dries in. Now, there, shall we say. Put that up a bit so it's right at the edge. Okay. And then this one here, I thought would look nice glued in there. I should have done that first, actually. I'll do it quickly before that Fabri-Tac dries properly. Right, that's that one glued. In there like that and down a little bit. Yeah, good. Now, I wonder if I can just lift these bits up. And I think probably glue stick will be strong enough for that little bit there, because it's not, oops, that bit of the lace is not thick at all. Where's my dried wipe? Here we go. Now, not wrong lid. Move that there. Now, where's my scissors gone now? Here we are. Right. Snip this off. And I've just backed it onto coffee dyed paper there and inked round the edges. That's it. There we go. I'm not going to put that in just now because it's obviously still wet. And then I thought this cute little butterfly label would look nice up here, and it would, in fact, no, I was going to put that over at this side and tie in the purples that are in that label to over this side. Just pop it up in the corner here. There we go. I'm losing all my lids here. I'm getting in a bit of a mess. And my fingers are covered in glue again. Oh me. Right, so that's that one done. I can't remember if I had done this on camera or not. If you've seen this, little house is on as a tuck. And I've glued the bumblebee onto that label and just popped that in there. And then at this side I've glued the bird onto one of my applique things that I had, and that just holds 2 of the tickets that were in the kit there. And then these flowers, they were part of the kit as well, and I've just tucked a bit of this lace, like a snipped off end bit just underneath there for a bit of extra something. And then this was one of the clusters that I made. I thought the colours tied in nice to this bit here, but I can't remember if I was going to have it at this side or this side. I think it was maybe this side. Was it? Yeah, it does. It stands out more on this side, so we'll go with that. I just don't want to take up much of the journaling space. And I'm just gluing all of this down, so it's just really for decoration more than anything. It's definitely getting bulky. I'm not quite sure if it's going to end up being a gator mouth or not. I think it might be a little one, a baby gator mouth. Right, yeah, that's nice. I like it on that side. Yeah, so I've looked out this was in a vintage series thing, a subscription type thing that I have, and it's basically instructions on how to make a patchwork placemat. So I just thought, with it being patchwork and the greens tying in with the greens on this paper, that it would be a nice little piece of ephemera just to pop in there. So yeah, I was just going to pop that into the belly band here, if I can get it in properly. There we go. Yeah. And then this I've made into a tuck. This was actually something that I got a long time ago from Denise Junk Journals UK. So I've made that into a pretty tuck at this side, and then one of Caroline's doilies over at this side. And then this here is an antique hymn sheet and music sheet. I've just taken off the edges of it so that it fits in better here. And then on this side, we have one of Caroline's things. And again, I've had this one for a long time, so I'm not sure which of her kits that comes out of. And some antique hymn paper. Look at the way the words are written, it's so old. And you can tell by the feel of the paper that it's really old as well. So yeah, that just pops in there. And then we have a pocket here and this decoration here. So I need to find something to go into this pocket as well. And I can't remember if I did this on the last video, I'm not sure, but it's got another one of these pretty definition cards. Yes, this was the other one I was telling you about, the Paul's second and third missionary journey. And it's just got the maps of where he went on those missions. So I've just tucked that into the side tuck that we made in one of the videos, like that. This pocket I have, oh, actually no, tuck, sorry, I've made that a tuck, have I? Yes. I've just popped on a pretty flower there, and we've got more of these added in there. Oh yeah, I've put on some faux pearl things here as well. And this pocket, I've I've taken these out of a colouring book that I have. It's just faith-based bookmarks. So I thought whoever buys this journal can colour them in and back them onto cardstock or scrapbook paper or something and make them into bookmarks. So that goes in there like that. It's going to be a really quick flip through when I do one because I've spoke about most of the stuff already. I think that's all I've got here, is it? Yeah, that's all. So that will be today's video. And yeah, so again, if you could be so kind as to let me know which one of these you think looks best down the spine, I would be super grateful. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed the video, and if you have, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a good day, everyone. Take care now.